Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for day 2, lesson 2. Hopefully, my name is Fausto Pugliese, president and founder of Cyber Trading University. I'd like to thank all of you for making it to day 2. Hopefully, all of you enjoyed what we've done so far. Came yesterday. I know a lot of you went out there and made a very little small investment of $1, okay? And hopefully, what you've learned on that $1 that you invested, that you could have converted it to almost $2,000 in a matter of 30 minutes. And we're going to talk about some of those trades that we've done. So hopefully all of you saw what we did as of yesterday, trade in the afternoon, listen to the afternoon meeting, watch the recordings, okay? Because, you know, you hear people talk about, oh, you know, this, I can learn from him. I want to be self-taught. I want to take free courses. Listen, you need a coach. You need a coach that needs to know how to do it. And the key of what I'm showing you is I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I am out there showing you what it's like to be in the real game of trading. And you could see that for some of you, seeing stocks up 25%, 80%, you probably didn't believe me yesterday, but we see these stocks every single day. Now, the thing is this. We can't, every day is a new day, and not every stock that we find is a tradable stock. But I'm going to go over and talk about some of these stocks that we did trade, and that is the ultimate goal. Now, I want to actually bring up my screen because I'm starting to lose money. Not lose it, but I want to start taking some profit, so I'm going to share my screen with you. All right, can everyone see my screen okay? Just give me a chat back, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, let me change my screen layout so everybody can see it a little bit easier. Okay, there we go. There we go. Hold on one second. Let me just fix something here. Oh, there we go. All right, now you can see on the bottom left-hand corner, these are the stocks that we own right now. Now, I want to talk a little bit about, first of all, I was trying to keep these stock positions open, but I still own the BIOS, and I own the ATRM. And we're going to check out all these stocks. And I still love the ATRM. I think it's really going to pop, okay? I know we talked about some Fausto flags and this and that. But let me ask you something. If you were up in 30 minutes, actually the BIOS, I think it was up a little bit more than that. I called it, what time, do you guys remember what time I called out the BIOS, the BIOS? What time was that? I remember. I want to see if some of you were listening and taking very good notes and paying attention. You guys remember what time that was? No one here remembers. Does anyone hear me? Is anybody out there? All right, don't make me fall asleep here. Okay, all right. It was actually right around this time frame, right here at 6:08, and we watched it. And I know some of you were listening. I was talking about a Fausto flag, the FF flag. Well, I did call it early in the morning. That's right, but it didn't pop until a little bit later. You could have bought it at 6, but it was a great winner. Now I'm up $680 right now. Now, if you were up $680 right now in a matter of, what, 30 minutes, what would you do right now, ladies and gentlemen? What would you be doing? You would sell it, leave it, take the profit. Anyone else? Watch it closely. Well, Barry, let me ask you a question. How much money do you guys want to make a year? Could everyone tell me, how much does everybody like to make a year? If someone offered you a job, okay, how much would you like to make a year? You need to make about $1 million, Carlos. So if you want to make $1 million, that means you make $2 million a year. 100,000, okay? Just be realistic. You got to be realistic. And remember, everyone's pockets are very different. You know, some of you are multi-billionaires. Some of you are, you know, come from a $50,000 a year salary. Everybody's different. 50,000. I'm going to use the more realistic number. Okay, everybody here, most of you are saying ballpark $100,000. Now, for you to make $100,000, okay, to make $100,000, how much money you need to make a day? You guys know? About $400 a day. So as of right now, you have a $660 profit in BIOS. You got an $820 profit in ATRM. I don't know about you guys, but did we meet our goal? Did we make our day's pay? So I'm going to go out there. I'm going to sell BIOS. Boom, just like that. I'm going to take my my ATRM, which is what we've been trading for some of you the last couple of days. Some of you have been here. I mean, some of you have been here yesterday, just started out with CTU. But I know some of you here have been here when we trade the stock back here, back on the 22nd. But it looks like she's making a move. I'm going to take the $900 profit, right? Hold on, let me just keep an eye on some of these orders right here. Just want to watch some of the high frequency trades right here. All right, it's an $840 profit. I'm just going to sell it, take the money. And right now I got two other positions, the dryers and the Nuon, which I also called out this morning. And I want to talk about some of these stocks, okay, and kind of educate you guys a little bit about what we do here at Cyber Trading University and how we could train you guys to make the same amount of money. So when you do the math, how much money did we make, everybody? How much were we up? About 1,400. That's it. Mike, 1,500. All right, can everyone chat that in there? I want to make sure nobody's sleeping here. How much did we make? We have over 200 people in this meeting. About 1,500. Does everyone understand that? Since this morning, since we started, you were all invited. A lot of you were invited for $1, one little dollar, to join my trading room for today and tomorrow, from yesterday and today. And I told you, give me a chance to prove to you, and I will show you stocks up 95% on the day, 80%, 20%. Give me a chance. And did I deliver, everyone? Did I deliver? I sure did. And how many of you capitalized on that $1,500 profit? Andreas, you did. I wish I was there, Joyce. Well, listen, you can, Joyce. This is the beauty about it. I'm going to tell you how. Mike, you did. Mike, great to hear that you enjoyed it. Let me tell you, I was actually getting a little nervous this morning because I wasn't too sold on some of these stocks this morning that we found, but sure enough, a few of them popped up out of the blue, and they worked out pretty well for us. Well, Carlos, what you could do is you could review the recording, and you could learn a little bit more about it. All right? Yes, Dean, it was available future recording. So now, for some of you saying you want to make 400 a day, now times that by 5 days a week times 52 weeks, that's your 100,000. Now we're up $1,500. Times that by 5, everybody. How much money is that? If we made $1,500 today, if we do that every day, how much is that? You should all have calculators. 7,500. Now I want you to times that by 52. What number do you come up with? About 390,000. And how long did we work? How many hours? About 30 minutes? 20 minutes? About an hour, 25 minutes? I'm getting confused with the numbers. How long did we work, ladies and gentlemen? We're done, right? We made our money. You see, this is the power of trading. This is what I could teach all of you guys what to do. Darth, I don't know what happened was I tweeted some of the other stocks. The bios took off afterwards, okay? But I am going to be tweeting them. What happened was I'm teaching a class, and I didn't get a chance to tweet it because of this exclusive event. But if you were in the trading room, you would have gotten it, okay? Carlos is asking, what is a Fausto flag? Well, once again, that is part of my course that I teach. And, you know, it's these flags that believe it or not, me and my fellow SOS traders that I used to trade back 20 years ago used to do it. But yes, we do cover in our phase 1 course. No problem, Adele. Welcome back. Easy paper trading up $1.50 this morning. Happy days, Adele. Well, good to hear. That's fine. Now, let me just get out of my other 2 junk positions in here because these 2 didn't really pan out that well. I'm just going to sell that one. I'm going to cover my short on this one. So I'm out of all my positions because I want to sit here and kind of talk to you guys and kind of educate you guys a little bit. Now, everyone's asking, the question is, Fausto, where did you find the stock? I mean, how did you do these things? Well, the thing that I teach all of you, for some of you that want to continue, and I was able to prove to you to make that $1 investment, for me to work my bloody socks off to prove to you that I could teach all of you to make the same amount of money. How do I do it? Well, it's very simple, okay? First rule is you need to know where to look for these stocks, okay? Second rule, number 2, don't care what these companies do. It's not important. I don't know what BIOS does. I don't want to know. I don't care. I care about making money. That's why I'm here. That's why you're here. You're here because you're looking to get a job. You're looking to, you know, do supplemental income to your Social Security, or maybe trade your IRA, or maybe you lost your job. You're too qualified to go back to work. Maybe you don't want to listen to a boss and work 8 hours a day. You could do this from the luxury of home, and this is why I love trading, and this is why I never gave up. Now, if you remember from yesterday's event, when I spoke to you, all of you, I told you before I was a very successful 12-time champion, I was a complete loser. I lost so much money in trading because of one reason: ignorance. I felt I didn't need someone to teach me. I could do it myself. And I sat in a meeting just like you, had a mentor show me, a professional trader on Wall Street, exactly what they do on the floor, just like I'm showing you today. But what happened was, when they start telling me, oh, it's going to take you X amount of time to learn it, it's also going to cost you X amount of money to learn this stuff, then I'm like, well, you know what? It looked, you know, maybe I'll go back and do it myself, and then, you know what, I'll call you back. I want to try it first. Let me see if I can make money first at it, and then I'll learn. Well, I sure learned over $100,000 in losses, okay? But I knew, even though I lost all that money, I knew, I says, you know what, I'm doing something wrong. What am I doing wrong? Why are these people making so much money in trading? So I went back to the mentor. I went back to my friend Frank Ferrari. I said, Frank, you know what? I want to learn how to do it the right way. I want to do it right. What do I need to do? Well, these are things that I teach you, because the same content, the same material that I was trained is the same thing I pass down to my students. There are quizzes. There are tests that I give you. There's homework. okay? There's things I watch what you do to make sure you're successful. Because let me explain something to you, ladies and gentlemen. Here at Cyber Trading University, we don't advertise. We don't have to. The people like yourself that found Cyber Trading University were mainly from referrals. That's how we do our business. We're a very unique boutique company. We are not a franchise. We are not owned by a major corporation, okay? We are professional traders, and we don't need to. And I'm here trying to explain this to you because I want you to do this for the rest of your life. I want you to be one of my top referral people. I want you to go out there and tell everybody, hey, I took a course with Fausto, and you know what? He showed me how to make $1,500 a day. Hell, I was only happy making $200 a day because I was losing money before. But this is what you guys have to look at. Finding them are very easy. Let me go back to telling you about trading. Finding them is very easy. Going through the top 20 list, scanning the market, looking for the high-frequency trades, seeing the orders getting filled. You heard what we were saying in the chat room. Look at the FF flags. Look at the high frequencies. Look at what's happening with the consolidation, refreshing. Big part of my course. Huge refreshing. The shakes. Did you guys see the shake in the BIOS? Let's just go back to BIOS, ladies and gentlemen. You remember this little shake right here? We were talking about it when we were in the chat room, in the trading room. I said, you know what? Looks like, oh no, I'm sorry, not there. Right here. We had a little shake right here. And then all of a sudden the thing popped. And then all of a sudden it popped again. Number 3. And remember, we traded it right down here. Remember? ATRM was halted again. I don't know if you guys know. Oh my God. ATRM halted. Which is that's always fun. Andrew says, I saw you on Thinkorswim. Well, guess what, Andrew? I'm going to be there again on December 4th. I'm doing another speaking. A couple of questions here. Kind of want to answer. Does anyone have any questions? Because this is the best time to ask. JD says, I'm brand new to trading. I never had traded stock before. I was just wondering, let's say, for example, if a stock price is at 5 and I buy 100 shares, then my investment's $500. That's correct. And let's say the brokerage firm has account is 5K, then the particular trade, I only risk that's right, $500. If the stock goes to 0, you lose all your 500. That's correct, JD. And you know what, JD? You sound like a beginner. And you know what? My course gets very beginnerish. What is the name of your trusted guru who you taught you? Oh, Carlos, I was trained by so many of them. James Polizzi, Frank Ferrara, John Gordon. I mean, there's so many of them. Guys you wouldn't know about. These are all top traders on the floor. And you know what? The way I learn is this. It says, if I'm going to learn from the best. And that's what I did. And I felt the same way. If you guys want to learn from the best, that's why I was a 12-time champion. And my record is still yet to be broken at the Money Show. So the thing is this. You want to learn from a champion? I'll teach you how to do it. It's not hard, ladies and gentlemen. The hardest part about trading is saying this. Putting the time to learn how to do it and going from and learning how to trade. Any news on, should I take that? Okay. Thanks a lot, Mike. I appreciate that. What site are you using to trade? Ralph, I don't use any site. There is no website you need. What you need is a good execution system, and you need somebody like me to teach you where to look. That's it. There's no sites out there. Now, let me get to something very important, because now that we basically covered what we talked about, I want to answer some more questions for a lot of you. I know a lot of you still have more questions I want to talk about, but what I would like to do right now is, who here wants to learn how to trade for a living? Who wants to do this as a career and as a living? Fred, you do. Robert, you do. Carlos, you guys were impressed what you saw so far? Did I make you money at $1? Okay. Okay, because remember, your subscription ends today. So I think I covered and kind of proved it and made your dollar back. All right. Now, the question is, how can all of you learn more and do this as a career? Well, this is what I'm going to talk about. Cyber Trading University does education for more brokerage firms than any school in the industry. FXCM, Thinkorswim, we're endorsed by every one of these brokerage firms, TradeStation, TradeMonster, Lightspeed, eSignal, TD. We do education. This just names a few. We do education for over 50 brokerage firms all over the world. Now, if you really want to learn how to do it, I'm running a promotion that is going to teach you everything that I covered, okay, in step-by-step course, exclusively with me. Now, I'm running a phase 1 course, okay? It's a 4-lesson live course. Actually, I have to apologize. The date's wrong on this one, okay? The date is on the next one coming up, okay? I'm going to show you the dates in the next few moments. This is what you're going to get, and this is what I'm going to teach you. I'm going to give you access to the recordings of a class that I did last month, okay? And you are going to have access to the new class that I'm doing live with me personally. It comes with a PDF lesson planner, which is almost 100 slides. You have lifetime retakes of the course. I do the class every single month. You're allowed to take it as many times you want. You're also going to have access to a DVD set, 3 months access of my trading room. Now, all of you guys were in my trading room. My trading room is $197 a month. We are going to give you 3 free months with it if you let me teach you how to trade, and you're getting 3 months. And most importantly, you are going to get a one-on-one coaching lesson with me personally. Now, it's an exclusive discounted rate. It originally prices for $2,500. It's $850, or you could do 2 payments of $425. Now, the dates. There's a date on 12/09. That class was sold out. You could still get on a waiting list, okay? So if you're interested on that date, on the 12/8, call now and ask to be put on a waiting list to get on that date. If you can't, and in the meantime, book your date. There's only a few seats left for the January 14th. I only teach 20 students, 20 new students in the class. That's it. Now, for what you're paying for this class, just to let you guys know, listen, you just made double that in one day. So my goal was I wanted you to invest $1 with me yesterday to pay for the class today. So hopefully I did that job to convince all of you that I could teach you how to do it, and you made the money to do it, and now you could pay for the class. So these are the next classes that are coming up. And now the last thing I do want to mention is that maybe some of you, because I get this question all the time, people says, well, I can't afford to open a brokerage account for stock trading. Well, guess what? There's also Forex trading, okay? So listen, call our office. Everyone here could trade as little as $500 in an account. That's right, $500. Taking the Cyber Trading University course. So if you can't afford to trade stocks, then you can definitely afford to trade Forex as low as $20. We have a course for $20 you can take that will teach you everything you need to know about Forex, okay? So if you want to know more about that, call our office and find out about Forex. But every single one of you should be trading. Every single one of you should be at least try it and see what it's about. But don't let this slip away. These are the best months to trade, and this is where we make all our money. So anyway, my personal email is faustop@CQ you can call now, ask to be put on the waiting list if you want to get on the December class. If not, definitely book your class that's coming up on the 30th. All right. Let me just bring up those dates here really quick for some of you. There we go. All right. Any questions, by the way? Got a couple of questions here. Well, Gregory, once again, just email us, and we'll get back to you. Sorry, you had to run. I misread. Was the session going to be live? Darth, yes, it is. It is completely live. You're actually getting the recording of the old class, because it's going to take you at least 2 or 3 cycles to learn it. So you're going to get that class, and then you're going to learn the other class. The link to the page, yes. Let me give you the link. Apologize for that. If you want the link to register for that event, it's actually right on our homepage or our website, right there. All right, now let me just share my screen with you guys. All right, can everyone see my screen okay? Just let me know. Everybody can see it? All right, good. All right, so right on the home page, right here, just click on that link, learn why 80% of traders fail to become a successful trader, okay? And when you click on that link, you have a full description of what the course is going to teach you right here, okay? Everything, and remember, I am personally going to be teaching you this class. Now remember, the trading room that all of you guys were in, that room is $197 a month. You are getting 3 months free being part of this trading room. Now for the ones that are registering, let me just kind of give you guys a heads up, because listen, you're not going to learn the class, overnight, okay? This is what I need you to do for the ones that are registering. You're going to log into your account. When you log into Cyber Trading University, you're going to notice it's going to bring you to your dashboard, okay? So bring you to your dashboard. And this is very important. I want to go over this because when you guys register for this class, you're going to get all this stuff immediately. What you need to do is click right here, view your courses, right here. When you do that, click your courses, and I need you to start reviewing your lessons, okay, your pro courses. Start watching them. When you start clicking on them, like Pro Phase Course 1, click here, and you're going to see all the recordings so you can start watching them, all right? I need you to start watching those courses immediately. These are the live sessions. These are the recordings. I need you to start watching them immediately so you can start learning, because the live class is going to be different than the new one, all right? Go from lesson 1 and work your way up. Larry, that's a great question. What about the people who are still working full-time? Well, Larry, once again, you could learn this after hours, okay? The course is recorded. You could actually do what I'm teaching you after work. And the beauty of what we teach is that you don't have to be in the live class all day. The course actually, the trading room, we also Twitter and text. So at work, you could start seeing, and not only that, but you can log in onto your phone and watch it from your phone. Any other questions? I know there's a lot of questions. No, Julian, it's going to be the new classes that are coming up, not old classes. They're all going to be new. You're going to get the past course, and you're going to get the upcoming classes, the live one. What I'm trying to tell you is I need you to watch the old classes so you could get ready to watch the new ones. Remember, you're not going to learn it in one lesson, okay? And also remember, ladies and gentlemen, half my classes are all live trading in the market. What is the course agenda? I'm only interested in equities and options. Well, right here is the agenda of the phases what you're going to learn. This is the whole syllabus of the course, okay? And for us, my option friends out there, let me just remind you all, you have to learn how to trade stocks first before you can trade options. Remember, it's the movement of the stock that makes the option move. How long does it take to start breaking even? I would say, Richard, realistically, 3 months. 3 months of the trading of the education part is going to help you. Yes, Joyce, there is going to be a 2:30 meeting in the cyber group room. Okay? Any other questions? No problem. Now, once again, for some of you that logged in late, we had a great day today. We made a lot of money with BIOS. It was the biggest winner of the day. It was fun. Made a lot of money with that. And the ATRM, which was also you could see up 86% today, was also a very big winner. A couple of questions here. After I trade the course, the other courses you offer. Well, JD, you know, there are phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3, you know, and if you want to know more about all the phases, just call the office and talk to an education advisor. But to start out, it's a great way to get things going. Hello, Brad from Spain. Well, welcome, Spain. We had talked before. And the traders. Well, Brad, like I said, just give me an email and we'll try to schedule a time. What trading platform do we use? Well, Ross, they're all the same. I use Schwab, I use Scottrade, I use Lightspeed, Thinkorswim, you know, the Cyber Trader. They're all the same. Don't worry about which trade station. They're all good. The thing is, you got to be careful because a lot of them that are out there, they're very overwhelming, and you don't need all that stuff. Yes, Jeff, you could do that. Once again, call the office and talk to an education advisor, and they'll tell you about it, okay? Talk to a Forex specialist education advisor, Jeff. Can we see a live trading session? Did you not register for the dollar promo yesterday? Well, did you not log into the cyber group meeting and saw us trading the BIOS and the ATR? The ATR, we did all the trading. I made my money. I'm done. Well, once again, it was an exclusive event. I'm sorry that some of you guys didn't make it, but you know what? The class was recorded, and you could still get access to it to watch what had happened. And in the meantime, if you want to move forward with your course, just, you know, once again, Richard, if you missed the offer, you know, call the office. Maybe they can offer you something else to catch up on what you missed. All right, everybody. Once again, just kind of want to leave everybody off with something very, very important before we call it a day. All right. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. You know, it was a long morning. I started at 8:30 this morning. We all jumped in at 9. We had all the stock picks. We made our money within the first 30 minutes, did exactly what I was telling you, what I was going to teach you for hiring me for $1 to help you make almost $1,500 in the market. And if you didn't make $1,500, you should at least made $100, or at least made the $1 to make up for what you spent. But remember, my goal was not you to hire me for $1. My goal is to train you and be your mentor. Okay. So the thing is this: if you like what you see, you were impressed, you want to continue, and you want to do this as a career, then please call now, register or register on our website, and once again, ask to be put on the waiting list because I know we might have 1 or 2 seats open that might open up by today for that class because we're holding some seats for certain people that we're trying to get in there. If you can't, you can get into the January class. But just remember, the cheapest trade that you're going to make is getting educated. And if it's not with me, please do it with somebody else. So I want to leave you off with something very important. Please don't be the biggest failure rates in the industry, which is 90% of the people. Please don't go out there and read books and think a book's going to talk back to you and teach you how to trade, because I would not want a doctor to do the same thing to my children. Okay? Don't be that trader that gives his money to a financial analyst or somebody that you're investing money for you that never went to school to learn finance. Okay? Well, you're doing the same, and that's why trading is an 80% failure rate. Some of you here, like I mentioned earlier, need to make a little extra money. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe you want to trade your IRA. This is the best job in the world. You don't need to spend a lot of money on a career. You don't have to spend a lot of money into the business and open up a place. There's a lot of things you don't have to do. But the most important thing you need to do is have somebody teach you. And if it's not me, please go out there and learn from somebody. But don't be the self-taught individual. It's the biggest failure rate of the industry. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, once again, my name is Fausto, president and founder of the company at Cyber Trading University, and I really look forward to teach all of you being here. And if anyone has any questions, once again, feel free to send me an email at faustop@C2Corp. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, and I look forward to teaching all of you in my upcoming classes. Have a great day.